Hey guys, I want to take a few minutes and show you a little bit more about the Pathfinder light that me and Benny Hodgins have been working on. This light was made probably 2 or 3 years ago for a company in Texas. Um, we did change a few things to make it our own and added some texturing and some settings that we thought would work real well for a walking type light instead of the testing type light that it was made for originally. Benny worked with me on getting some settings we liked, the color temperatures that we wanted in LEDs, and the actual finish, and adding some texture to the light. He's had one of these lights for, well, ever since I made them 2 or 3 years ago. He's got one of the prototypes and has been using it there in Norway. They do experience a lot of snow and things and have, issues with whitewash out and all from a regular flashlight. That's one of the things that's behind this light, is to allow people to use it in all conditions. This light has a 5000K LED. That's your primary LED. Like any other typical flashlight, that's one of the most popular choices. Then it has a 2200 K LED, and that's the one that will help you with whitewash out in snow and foggy conditions, things like that, where that flashback from that higher uh, tint LED is going to, wash your vision out, that kind of thing at night. Also, you'll find that the power levels on the 2200K are just slightly lower than the 5000K, and that's intentional. So your moonlight setting on 2200K is going to be sublumen, where the moonlight setting on the 5000K will be just over a lumen. Maximum lumens on this light is 375 lumens. That's done intentionally as well. It's regulated back. We don't want a light that's going to get really hot and just burn your hand off. Even though it does have thermal regulation to stop that, it's also got voltage regulation to protect your battery. It's running off of a 14500 lithium ion battery. I think they're very popular. They have probably one of the better, you know, milliamp per hour ratings for battery size, in my opinion. We also kept the light intentionally longer than it naturally has to be. That allows us to run a bigger copper heat sink, the pill in here, uh, to help with thermal regulation and also just heat dissipation in the light. It's made out of aluminum, which is a really good user material that also helps dissipate heat. Um, so we added the texture around the outside. You can see, make sure you can see this. It is a sort of unique texture. I don't think anybody's done this on a flashlight before. If you look at it from the side, it sort of looks like a bunch of stacked V's back and forth. The clip has got the EDC V logo in it. It's using a regular McClicky switch, and then on the business end you have the dual LEDs. See if I can get it to focus. Probably not. Um, and it is just a straight mule, so there's no reflector or anything like that. Um, the advantage of that over your typical reflector or optic light for a walking light is that it's going to basically give you a wall of light straight down to your feet and up. You're going to see everything in the area. It's not going to be a defined area that you're looking at. It also helps, like, say if you're camping. I know if you're a camper or have been camping, that you've had to hang a light from the center of the tent to get dressed or see at night while you're trying to get ready to, you know, um, go to bed. So this light hanging from the tent is not going to give you a point that's dancing around the tent back and forth while you're trying to see what's on the floor. This light here is going to light up the entire interior of the tent. So that sort of gives you an idea of what you're going to see. You're going to see absolutely, there's no beam pattern. It's just a straight flood if you're not experienced with a mule. So that's the 2200K, and there's the 5000. It's wider, of course. So But we're excited about this light. We're going to release it on the 15th at the Maker Syndicate. If you just got to have one now, maybe see if you can find you a proxy. I know there'll be a couple there. As well, when we get back from the Maker Syndicate, we will be back on, and hopefully within a week after being back from the syndicate, we'll be dropping these on the website. They will be information in the group and on Instagram when that happens, so you can be alerted to when it's going to be. We want everybody that wants one to have one in due time, and according to demand, we'll make more or less of them. We've already got quite a few started, and hopefully it's something that you will enjoy as much as I have. I've been carrying it for off and on for a couple of months now. I find myself the last month not even picking up any other flashlight. It's really doing everything that I need out of a flashlight in my daily life to illuminate where I'm walking or when I need to get into the car at night in the dark or wherever. It's not focused, of course. So if you need something that sees, 100 yards down the road, you're going to need a different light. That's not what this is for. This is really for all of you guys who go out and walk at night or take your dogs on strolls or go walking through the woods or go camping. This is going to be the ideal light, I think, for that environment. I appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a great weekend.